These rocks are receiving a 360-degree application of the fiber reinforced cement at 3/4 of an inch thickness. These are some good sized rocks, like about 4 foot. The width of the plywood should indicate to you it's a 4 foot. It's about 3 foot wide, 2.5 foot, down to, 18 inches. Some of the rocks are 3 feet tall. Just getting ready after lunch to start mudding these. We just made sure that all the seams were taped. All screws were identified as being placed where needed. This is Stuart's first rocks that he made, and they're just gorgeous. In the rough, in the form, they are taking the shape that we need just to skin them. We won't need to put definition mud to get the formation to look realistic. This rock is just beautiful. It's a 3D rock. Some of these two are flat bottom. That one's flat bottom. They're going to go in the gravel. All those are flat bottom, but this one really, I mean, it's upside down right now. That is actually the bottom, but it's really a 3D rock out of cardboard. It's just beautiful. One thing we did after we had taped these was we sprayed this. You see the video of us spraying it here with the glue. Which is going to give it a seal so water from the mud can't inundate the cardboard. Wet cardboard loses its rigidity and can sag, and we don't want that. So here on these two, we didn't finalize our critique on them, but you can, on this particular rock, it's kind of what he did was he used a bunch of small boxes and then started cloaking it with or cladding it with the cardboard. In this particular example, we've got a hard evidence of forensically speaking, of a box. We don't want to see that. So you just take and you hit that with a hammer or something, you could round that. But at this point, I think we need to do a little surgery and cut that and reopen it up and get it to where it's not so box oriented. This one is just absolutely beautiful again. See that? That's looking great. It's got curvature around. It's not just vertically plumb like this little area is almost too vertical. It's too man-made. We need it to kind of taper and round as the granite normally does. If you're emulating the granite, now we can also make rock that's fractured, but in this case, we're emulating the granite and we're creating that roundish look.
Okay, we're getting ready to cover this with 3/4 of an inch of fiber reinforced mud.
We have that just to check us out. Again, when you're first starting out, it's not bad to have a gauge, and that's pretty good. And you can see over here we're not, but like right here, this should be really good. See that? That's a feel that you get. So again, plus or minus. A lot of our castings are about 5/8, to a 1/2 inch. And
okay, this rock is 4 foot by 3 foot and then about 2 foot tall. So we're giving it about 3/4 of an inch. Again, this is the bottom where we're going to mud the top later here in this video.
And this is the bottom of the rock, but there was such a beautiful cantilever effect from the bottom that it would be physically impossible. Where we're laying these on the table and starting from the bottom going up, we couldn't do that here because you're basically trying to add mud to this, and that would not work. So we're mudding it right now, letting it sit for about an hour, then we'll flip it, then we'll mud the rest of it.
Okay, just giving you a little close-up of this highly inundated fiber reinforced cement mix that we use to cover this. Again, you've all seen cardboard rocks that I'm using with regular mortar mix on my channel, but this is a very proprietary blend which I only give out to students that are paying to be trained by me. Okay, we're heading in now to making the 2 other rocks, covering with the fiber reinforced cement. First, we're moving the rock out of the way. We've got a drawing of the base on the plastic, and now you're seeing us mud that base with an overage of about 2 inches all the way around it, which we'll later pull up on the side. So we're sticking it in there right now. You see the extra mud, and then I'm pulling it up on the sides right now. It removes the other one. Again, we're going to mud underneath this one. And again, people, we're shooting for 3/4. I can make this even thinner with a formulation change, but now just kind of coming up about 4 or 5 inches up on the side. And again, you just keep going around and around the mountain and building this thing from the bottom up. And again, this other side. So we're just covering in lifts of about 4, maybe 5 inches up and making it a simple little coverage. Just to recap that we're just wanting to cover this with 3/4 of an inch of the fiber reinforced cement, which we can actually do thinner, especially on these 2 rocks. They're not that wide. They're long, but the span isn't that wide. And if we increase the strength of the mud, we'll also increase the dollar cost. But at the same time, we can make these with a process and a formulation change. We can make these a whole bunch stronger. And if you're interested in more training on that, contact me and we can see what we can do to get you lined out and make you able to make stronger, thinner rocks that are more easier to move should you need them.
So you can see this little slag edge right here where this has been cut. You can start to see that's not desirable. Okay, so we've got our rocks cut. The bottom edge is cut, and we've blown everything off. And you could wash this, but our blow was all I did. We're putting the bonding agent, which is the glue that we made the mud with. We're putting it on as a bonding agent, and we're about to splatter texture these two rocks. Okay, so we got the two rocks textured today. We worked on some staining, and we have some models over here that we've gotten from the lake. And these are the colors that we've worked on formulating. And we're gonna make, this is 15 models. We're gonna make at least 3, color-wise, we're gonna make 3 of each of the rocks, 1 of each of the models, so that we get a variety. We only fully mudded the 3 rocks. That one needs textured. This one's just half done, and then we're gonna flip it over and do the other. But right now, we've got the system down, and we are complete with this training session. And if you need anything, you guys give me a call. Call me on the description area, phone number, email.